Today I'm going to do another video on how does this deck read. Now, I've been thinking about getting rid of it and just tossing because I don't know if I like it or not. I had it for a while. I did some reviews on it, but now I want to know how it reads because I haven't really used it so much. So I went through the guidebook and guess what? There's no spreads in it. I have no idea how the author would want you to do it. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to do a 3-card spread around energy of the day type of a vibe. And it'll be the theme, challenges, blockers, and what to be mindful of. So let's go ahead and do that. And how we're going to do it is I'm going to give you my interpretation, and then I'm going to give you what the book says, and we'll just go from there. Whatever happens, happens. So again, this is the POE Tarot, and I have 3 decks of his, I think. So we'll go through all of them because I like POE because I'm a writer as well. And I just want to pick up decks where maybe they'd be good for prompting or something like that. But again, I never really use this, so today's the first time I'm dealing with it, and we're going to find out on how to actually read with it, or if it even does read. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and split the deck, and how you split it doesn't really matter. That's your call. And so I'm going to give you my interpretation, and I'm going to give you the little guidebook's interpretation. Now, when I read tarot as well, I don't flip all the cards over at one time. I try to pick them up as I go, and that's just how I do it. Now, the first position is the theme of the read, and we got the 2 of paws. And according to the book, I looked at that really quick, the paws are pentacles. Now, this is about, I have no idea what the hell's card even means. Oh, I'm sorry, it's the page of paws. So page of pentacles, not 2, even worse. So I see a cat reading the book here, so it's kind of like Page of Pentacles. You can't use it right away. So you have a mouse, a cat, look at the mouse, wants to kind of go chase it. So I'm assuming the black is the subconscious of the cat. So it's kind of saying the theme is to really explore and don't go chasing after things. Instead, slow it down a bit and just study to find the answer you're looking for. That's what I'm picking up on. Can I read this deck? I don't know yet, but that's the energy I'm getting. And it says upon my touching him, he immediately arose, purred loudly, rubbed against my hand, and appeared delighted with my notice. This then was the very creature of which I was in search, the cat. So again, I have no idea what that even relates to the theme or the card, but the page I'm seeing like it's time to study and don't go chasing things that you enjoy chasing. A cat, mice, right? Wants to go get it. Don't do that. Calm down and just relax and learn. Now, what does the book say? All right, the page of paws. So the exact same thing I read on the card is right there in the book. And what they say this is about is a financial boost, small windfall, contracts, begin the financial security. Now, I don't see that at all in this card. Do you see it in this card? Like, seriously? Where the hell do you get financial boost? I'm not looking at Rider Waite deck. Let's get one of those just to kind of take a peek at that card so I can show you the difference. All right. So here's a Page of Pentacles. This you could definitely see new money or something like that because that's the vibe of the card, right? But this card here, the Page of Paws, is all about financial boost, small windfall, contracts, begin of financial security. I don't see it. Do you see it? So just that alone, it's like I don't know. But that's the theme. And to me, it does not resonate at all. So, all right, that's the theme. Now, in order for, and I'm going to go studying. I'm not going to go with what they say. What is blocking me from studying? The Knight of, the Paul card. The Knight of Pentacles. And so I'm seeing here a person on a cat, a big cat. And it's not rushing. It's just kind of sitting. So what I'm seeing here is that you're kind of lazy. And that's what's blocking you from studying. Internet, YouTube. It's like, you're not studying. Get off YouTube, right? I'm just kidding. Well, actually, I'm not kidding. It's like, how are you going to learn if you're not studying? If you're watching a video on YouTube, then fine. Study, take some notes, right? Jot them down. The book and the card right there. Get off Facebook. Get off Instagram. Go study because you're not doing nothing. How are you going to learn when all you're doing is just sitting there waiting for it to come. You know, they say it takes you 10,000 hours to master something. So if you want to be really good at tarot, spend 10,000 hours and become the expert, right? It doesn't come easy. You got to really study this stuff. Maybe it does for some of you, but I doubt it. So anyway, Knight of Paws says, this bug is to make my fortune. Bug, huh? Like a cat to me. He continued with a triumphant smile, to reinstate me in my family possessions. Is it any wonder, then, that I prize it? So that's what I say it's about, is in action. Now, what do they say it's about? They say it's about improvement in... How are you getting finances out of this card? Improvement in finances, careful investment or planning, unexpected income or raise. How do you get that? This is the problem with these modern decks. They just throw shit in here and they go, this is what it means. It doesn't mean that. It means what you're seeing. What do you see? I see a person on a cat not doing nothing. That's what I see. But go off colors, black and white. A lot of your subconscious mind is programmed to do nothing. The truth is very little because you're just sitting there in the subconscious. You're not really acting on it because what you feed into it is becoming your reality. It's becoming your truth. That's how I read the card. Let's go to the Rider-Waite just so we can contrast and compare. All right, there we go. So here you have the Knight of Pentacles. Now that is finances. It's slow, but it's like you're searching for something. You're holding it in your hand. You're in battle gear. You're ready to go if anything comes your way to fight it off. But you're steady. Now remember, Knights are fire regardless. This is fire and earth. So it moves slow across the earth. Fire just doesn't torch it because the land's kind of barren. So it's not just going to spark up and create an inferno of some type, right? I'm not seeing that at all in this card. So again, when I look at it, I can see finance or something materialized. Here, I just don't get it. I mean, I can read it with like inaction, which matches that. Inaction in what? Pause. I guess your path, your feet, paws or feet, right? Pentacles, things you walk on. So that's the message so far, is like study some more and stop being complacent. Now, what's the advice? I'm afraid to even look at this point. Afraid to even look. The advice is, you saw me shuffle the deck. This must be the advice. So we got the Queen of Paws, which is the Queen of Pentacles. And it says here, she came and departed as a shadow. I was never made aware of her interest into my closed study, save by the dear music of her low, sweet voice, as she placed her marble hand upon my shoulder. Right? What does that mean? So when I look at the Queen of Pentacles, here I see, what do I see? Is that a flower or something? Somebody very relaxed, very nurturing, holding their cat, their companion, and just very caring. So the advice is that as you study more, nurture yourself and stop being complacent. Because when you do those type of things, what happens? Nothing. That's what happens. Absolutely nothing. So let's go to the book and see what it has to say. All right. Queen of Paws. Come on, Queen of Paws. What we got? We got what? Nope. Nope. Okay, so it's saying here that the insight is this. I didn't see that before. Maybe I ignored it, but this image was directly inspired by the Harry Clark image decoration in Foss by Goethe. Oh, okay, no idea. Now it says that the keywords are earthy, resourceful, wise, creative, abundance for tonight. How the hell do you get that out of this card? Like, I'm totally serious. How do you get that? They're just making shit up. They're basically just going to the writer. You know what? I'm going to do something. Where is that little booklet at for my Rider-Waite? I don't use it at all, so I don't even know where it's at. Hold on, it's in the box maybe. Here's a deck. Here's a booklet. This is the deck I use all the time anyway. No, I never use the book's brand new. I don't even use it. But the Queen of Pentacles. All right. The face suggests that of a dark woman, oh, whatever, whose qualities might be summed up in the idea of greatness of soul. What has dark women even got to do with it? Like, seriously? I didn't even read this before. Maybe it's a different book or a little booklet. Anyway. Okay, it's saying that generosity, security, magnificence, liberty. Basically, they're just copying the Rider-Waite meanings with his deck. So, if you're trying to learn tarot, I wouldn't use this deck. But just for the heck of it, let's go ahead and compare this Queen of Paws to the actual Queen of Pentacles. All right. And it's right here. See the difference? There you can see really thinking about what you're doing. You feel that nurturing type of a vibe. You also can see the rabbit there, which is the fertility I was talking about. You can see the nature. You can see a little bit of emotion in the Blue Mountains. So, I mean, there's some challenges, but still you're on top of it. You're grounded with the green. You're sitting on your throne and you're in a relaxed state. And you got a lot of vitality and flowers are growing. So you can feel that growth and you can feel how you're stable. And remember, with the Queen, I always give it the 3. So it's that growth, that communication, generosity type of vibe. You can feel it here. It's slow. It feels relaxed. But really, like, how does that have anything to do with the Queen of Pentacles? Like, I'm totally serious. So my take is I'm getting rid of this deck. I'm putting it in the bin for like giveaway or something like that because I don't feel like you can read with it. It's just, and it's a problem I have with so many creators. Like, they just make stuff up. I mean, the images are cool. They're great, but they're not tarot. Maybe that should have been like maybe a oracle deck or something like that, but I am not resonating with this deck at all. Are you? What's your thoughts on it? Drop it below and let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Anyway, that's all I got out of this How Does It Read series. There's a lot more on my channel. Go check them out. I'll try to put them in a playlist if I remember, but right now you just kind of go through my playlist and you'll see them. I think it's under Tarot Insights or something like that. I have quite a few now, but I'll keep doing these. Let me know if you like them. Anything else you want me to add into it. Any type of other comparisons, just give me your thoughts on it. Because without you, this channel doesn't exist, right? And so anyway, that's all I got. So if you want to keep up to date with what I'm doing, head over to wordtwist.com, sign up for my newsletter, or better yet, become a member, paid or free, and you'll be able to access content that's not available to the public, especially my brand new column I started called The Universe is 2 Cents. It's kind of cool, kind of fun. Anyway, I try to do it weekly. Until next time, I want to see you in my next reading or tutorial. All right. Bye, everybody.